Passover, and not only must we prepare our ritual foods, but we must also prepare our homes, our hearts, and our hands. Our custom we have to help us ready our homes is called bedikat chametz, the search for chametz, for all that is leaven. This includes any food prepared from the 5 species of grain: wheat, barley, oats, spelt, and rye. We are to search high in our pantries and low in the corners of our floors in order to clean out anything that is made of grain and water, even if it is a measly crumb. But why do we do this? Yes, our Torah commands that we are to eat only matzah during our festival of Passover, and that we are to clear away anything that is leaven during this time in order to prepare our home. But there is another reason that helps us to prepare our heart. Something that has had the chance to ferment then rises and inflates. Well, the same is true for us, for our egos. The act of searching for chametz must also lead to the act of searching our hearts, the act of introspection. We must ask ourselves, what can we do to humble ourselves? What can we do to cleanse our hearts of anger, jealousy, desire, hatred, and selfishness? Of those qualities that we know at times lead us to have our heads inflated rather than back down to perspective. And when we search ourselves, what sparks of God or of godliness do we find shining through? We see that this search for chametz is this great reminder to search ourselves for what we want to rid and replace. So we have prepared our homes, we have prepared our hearts, but how do we prepare our hands? There is a story about a rabbi who, during a natural disaster, was asked to explain such a tragic act of God. The rabbi answered that the disaster was an act of nature. The act of God, the rabbi said, occurred when people stepped up to help each other. The final search we must do in preparing our hands can be thought of as what actions will be pleasing to God. As each one of us takes the time to do the work of bedikat chametz, of searching our homes, our hearts, and our hands, let us pray that the words of our mouths, the meditations of our hearts, and the actions of our hands will always be worthy of God's acceptance. Chag Sameach.